What's up, guys? It's your boy Excelsior, and I'm back. And today I'm doing a little movie review over the movie Resident Evil Retribution. It came out this weekend. Came out this September 14th, and I'm gonna be doing my movie review on it, my opinions and complete honest thoughts of this movie, and how I feel as if I could have made it better, and if you should go watch it or not. So first of all, the cast in this movie is not a very big cast. You can expect to see the same people from all the Resident Evil movies in this movie. All the same characters: Chris, Redfield, Leon, everybody. You'll be able to see them, so it's good. That's great. You know, the original cast is here, but where's the acting? The acting was mediocre. It felt as if I was watching, not even a movie. I felt as if I was watching, like, I don't even know what I was watching, but my dad compared this movie to somewhat of a Disney ride where it's kind of pieced together. And this movie, by all means, could have been good. It could have been great. You know, you just would have took the time instead of having to try to immediately pull out a piece of shit movie like this. Like, to be honest, this was probably the worst movie I've seen all year. It's even better than Cabin in the Woods. Cabin in the Woods, to me, I thought was okay. It wasn't the greatest movie. I felt as if the point for the movie was kind of off, but in this movie had no point at all. It was completely pointless for the movie to have even existed. Hopefully they do better, and sorry, this is a spoiler alert, but hopefully they do better on the next movie. Yes, there's going to be a next movie, and yes, Albert Wesker is a good guy in this movie. Don't know why. Stupid point to make as well. You know, why would you make the villain of the last movie? I think, was the last movie Execution, or was the last... I gotta look into that. But I think the third movie was Execution. And as I was reading this movie review, I feel as if they should have stopped after Execution. Both of them that were in 3D were god-awful. I think the last one that they made was definitely better than this one. This movie was just awful, and I really have a hard time stomaching that because I really don't try to see a lot of movies that I think are going to be pretty bad. You know, I had not the highest expectation going to this movie, so it wasn't let down quite as much as if maybe somebody going in there thinking this movie is going to be an Academy Award-winning movie. It's going to be great, but people, I had no intentions of this being a great movie. I work at the cinema that's playing this movie, so I was going in there in between periods of time at work when it was slow and watching a little bit of the movie, and, you know, I already had a kind of a feeling that the acting was going to be mediocre, if that, so, but, you know, it's kind of nuts how bad this movie was, you know, seeing as if the first three Resident Evil movies weren't half bad. You know, the second one was kind of weird, bringing in Nemesis in the picture and stuff like that. I just kind of felt it was weird, you know, that Nemesis was her boyfriend or whatever. It's kind of weird, but, you know, the first three movies worked. They were good. You know, I liked them. But another thing I'm going to get into this is the zombies in this movie. I know they're not zombies. They're like the T-virus infected people, but they are horrible. I've seen better homemade footage acting from the infected than in this movie, and the special effects are so sloppy. Like, if you've all played Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5, the games, in the last movie they did this as well. The T-virus has mutated the infected, so now they can have their mouth transform into these 5 tentacles or 4 tentacles, and it can essentially just like take your head, suck your head in, and then like eat you. Well, in this movie, it's really, really sloppy. It looks so fake. Like, it just looks very, very PC. It doesn't look like it took its time at all. It looks very rushed. I mean, excuse me. But it just feels as if they could have done so much more to this movie. And I feel very, very, very let down. Once again, the acting didn't hold up with it. Maybe if the acting had been a little bit more believable, I could have at least stuck with the movie and at least said it was an okay movie. But I'm just saying it's downright awful. You shouldn't go see this movie. If you have already seen this movie, God have mercy on your soul. You should want your $7.50 back from the movie or whatever they charge at your movie theater. You know, by all means, leave your opinion down below on what you think of this movie. I honestly think it was trash. It should have been a lot better than what it was, and hopefully the next movie will be better than this. And if it's not better than this, then I have lost all hope for the series. But and also, so I'm gonna basically tell you what this movie is about. So the movie takes off right from the last Resident Evil. Okay, they get off the ship, and then they're immediately stormed by the Umbrella Corporation, killing all the little pod people, whatever, that were in the pods, taking samples, stuff like that. They're all dying, and everything like that. Alice gets captured, and then they're in this underground base, sort of, testing facility for the viruses from the Umbrella Corporation. So what they do is basically sell viruses to other companies. Like, say Umbrella's like, alright, I got this new virus. I'm going to simulate a New York City landscape. So they simulate the New York City landscape with everything real life, real buildings, real people. Not real people, that's where I got to come to another conclusion for. So what they do is they get the people that want to buy the weapon or the chemical, and they come and watch these demonstrations. So what they do is they basically infect one person in New York City landscape, the reenactment thing, and they watch to see how this virus will break out. And if they like it, they buy it. You know, that's what they had. They had China, Moscow, Raccoon City, a subdivision for Raccoon City, the one that you see in the trailer of Resident Evil, or they get attacked in their house or whatever. That's all like a vision. It's like a fake. Which was also very weird. Sorry about me coughing a lot. I'm just getting over a cold, guys. It's no big deal. But it's also kind of weird how that plays in the movie. It's kind of stupid, to be honest. Everything about this movie is fucking awful. Don't fucking see it. It's just trash. It makes me upset. Like upset that I wasted money on this. And the boss fights are like that big climax sequences where they're fighting these huge ass guys. You know, from Resident Evil 5, not Resident Evil 5, but the last Resident Evil, where they fought that big ass dude with that big ass axe. It's pretty sweet, you know. They're pretty much fucking like duking it out. In this movie, they do nothing. They fucking pour some gas on them and fucking light them on fire. Which one, the gas would light like your bitch's ass on fire. Like, it doesn't even affect them. It's like, oh, we don't fucking get burnt by gas. I don't know. They're too good. And then they have the guys from Resident Evil 5. You ever play the game? The crawler guys. They call them the biohazard. And she kills 2 of these fuckers. Okay, and these bitches are huge. Like, they are like at least 3 times the size of one man. And she kills these fuckers in like 5 minutes of each other. Not even a struggle. Like, and then the one of the bastards kills 2 of the people from their squad with 1 fucking hit. But she can go on there and kill them with 1 fucking shot. Yeah. But I do have to give this movie some credit. It had a pretty cool scene. Beside all the fake stage running and everything like that, had a pretty sweet scene where Alice was fighting these infected, and she was like, she had this bike chain, that, you know, the chain they use for to hook up their bikes to like the railing or something like that so somebody doesn't steal it. But she had this bike chain and she was smacking him in the face, fucking flipping him over and shooting him like 3 times in the chest and shit like that. That was pretty badass. So definitely probably the best fight scene in the movie. Definitely still not worth it. I went in this movie having okay expectations, walked out being very disappointed. If you're going to see this movie, don't expect a lot from it. The acting's atrocious. The fighting sequences are staged. You can obviously tell. I didn't watch it in 3D. Thank God. 3D is probably awful as well. What else can I say? The zombie acting or the T-virus victims acting is very, very sloppy. It's not good at all. The realisticness of this movie, which obviously it's Resident Evil, it's not realistic at all. It's pointless. Switching over main villains from the last movie to good guys in this movie, like, what the fuck? Like, at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, sorry, but Albert Wesker gives Alice her powers back. And you remember at the end of Resident Evil 5, he takes her powers from her. Okay? Making her not invincible anymore, not being able to make clones, such and such like that. She was never invincible. It's just that she could always die. She could make plenty of clones for like herself to do all of the dirty work for her. And so that happens, and then at the end of the movie, like the last 30 seconds, he's like, "Here's your powers back, bitch. Let's fight these fuckers together." I'll be honest, I don't even know if I'm gonna see the last one. I don't even know. Oh yeah, I'll see the last one if it doesn't come out next year. If it does not come out next year, I will see the next one. But don't worry, if it comes out next year, expect the movie to be just like Resident Evil Retribution. It's god awful. People are giving it a 6. Shit, I give it a fucking 2 or 3. This movie was poor. Could have been a lot better. That's my review. What do you guys think about this movie? If you guys like this video, leave a like. Follow me on Twitter at Mr. Excels. If you want to see more videos about this video, more videos like this video, sorry. I don't really like hating on videos that much, or movies, because I love going to the movies, and I love watching these movies. It's so good. Like, I just saw Lawless, fantastic movie. Lawless is so great. Have not seen it, go watch that movie. Don't watch Resident Evil Retribution. I'm out. Peace.